What is going on, guys? My name is The Rose, and this is the Game Corner Podcast, episode 39. Got some news and stuff for you today. Got a couple things to plug before I start the news portion of the podcast. I also have an unboxing here. I got another collector's edition of a game here, so going to unbox this on the podcast as well. We're going to be doing that first. But before I get into the unboxing, guys, real quick, follow me on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow Aaron Fitzgerald on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Also, check out the Twitch team, the Misfits, on Twitch. We have 23 members. Not all streamers, but the majority of us do stream. We have 4 voice actors, including Erin Fitzgerald herself, Karina Boetger. Probably going to pronounce that name wrong every week, or every episode, I should say. We have Danielle McRae and Kimlin Tran. So if you know who they are on the team. So yeah, so check them out as well. All the links in the description box down below, as always. Also, guys, check out Extra Life, the organization I have been volunteering for since 2014. This is my 5-year anniversary with them. This is my 6th Extra Life charity, my 5th stream on my own. Back in 2014, I started out on a team, and that was the one and only time I was on a team, and I've been solo ever since. That may change next year. But check that out. Charity stream will start this Saturday, November 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Games I'll be playing include Gears 5, Borderlands 3, Mortal Kombat 11, Super Mario Maker 2, and a few others as well. So come check that out. I would greatly appreciate it. All the links, again, in the description box down below. I would greatly appreciate any donation you can offer. Donation links and everything will be in the description. So thank you very much. Thank you for your time. If you can't donate, I understand. But if you could also share the stream and the information to your friends and family, that would be greatly appreciated. With that out of the way, what do you say we get into the unboxing? Okay. So, did I cut the tape? Yes, I did. All right, here we go. All right, so I bought the Disgaea 4 Complete Plus Collector's Edition, which is right here. All right, this is it right here. Disgaea 4 Complete Plus, the Hellraising Edition. And it comes, of course, that was the front. This is the back. And the sides, of course, have nothing on them, really. It says for home device only. And then we have a pretty coaster right here. That's pretty cool. That's all right. It's a rubber coaster. I'm not going to open that, actually, because I don't have to, because you can see the coaster. You can see it, through the plastic, and you can feel that it's rubber, so no need to open the coaster. I don't know why they didn't do with this one like they did with the Rosin Queen, the Rosin Queen's Finest Edition with the Disgaea 1 Complete. I would have actually really liked that, because yet again they give you a collector's edition in one of these paperback style boxes. And I never understand why they do this. Again, here's the back of this. This is the actual box. Here's the front with all the paper off of it, or plastic. But yeah, I mean, this feels maybe, it's still paperback, but it feels like a little more sturdy than they usually give you. But I just don't know why they didn't do like the Rosin Queen Finest, where they gave you that box with the magnetical thing to keep the box closed. Trying Trying to get everything out of here at the moment. So we got the soundtrack there. We have nothing in there. Here's the game itself. And we got an art book. So, that's what we got in the box. I might be able to fit the coaster in the box, but I doubt it. And the box says the Lux Guidebook for the Forsaken. You can see it there. Might be a little hard to read. It does say the Divine... what is that again? Deluxe Guidebook for the Forsaken. On the back has a symbol. Looks like bat wings or a demon. So this is the art book. And again, on the inside... So, I'll just show you guys some of the pages like I always do. Skip around to a few of them here. Not going to show off the whole book. That would just take way too long. Tell you what, I always like the smell of a brand new art book. You know, you ever open one of these for the first time and you just smell that new book smell? I like it. Trying to keep my fingers out of the way as best I can. Just showing you guys a few of the pages. There's obviously more pages than I'm showing you, of course. I forgot how many pages this is. I think it's 64 pages. And it's one of the pages on the end. And then the end is just a thing there, yeah. So that's that. Here's the CD. Disgaea 4 Complete Plus. The Unforgotten Melodies Remastered. On the back, it looks like there are... Looks like 12 tracks? Yep, 12 tracks. There's all the tracks listed on the back. So, 12 tracks on this CD. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I believe I got the soundtrack with the... no, I didn't buy Disgaea 4 Collector's Edition on PS3. I don't think it came with one, to be honest. I don't remember, to be honest. I think the original release for this game was 2010, I want to say. Yeah, 2009 or 2010. Definitely quite a while ago. I actually did platinum this game on PS3. It only took me about 7 years to do it. Put that fucking plastic out of here. Alright, so you open her up. And here is the CD. Oh, I actually like that. The Demon Wings, or whatever. Demon Wings here. Looks like they got a bit of a, holofoil shine to them. Looks, yeah, they look pretty cool. You know, if you move them in the right light. So that's the, so this here is the PS4 version of the game. It's called A Promise of Sardines Edition. So there you go. It's the whole collector's edition is called the Hellraising Edition. But the game itself, they're calling it A Promise of Sardines Edition. I think that's pretty cool. So here's the front, of course, and you already saw the back. So let's crack this open here. This is, now this just like, this is, I would imagine, like Disgaea 5 Complete on the Switch. I would imagine this has all the DLC for Disgaea 4 as well included, which is pretty cool. Now, if only they did a Disgaea 2 and Disgaea 3 Complete, that would be awesome. And a Disgaea D2 Complete as well, because then that would be all of them. But they'll probably do that, you know, with the PS5 or whatever. Ooh, what is this? What do we got here? Looks like a sardine sticker. We got this here inside the case. Let's open her up and see what we got here. Okay, so this is what this is. This on here just says like the code or whatever, a UPC. I don't know why they would put this like this. And it just says printed in China. So let's open this up and see what this is. Looks like a sardine sticker and something else. Let's see, what do we got here? So this is... Oh, no, it's not a sardine sticker. It's a sardine cutout. Definitely hollow foil. Interesting. Don't know what I'll ever do with that. But I'm going to leave it attached to the plastic there. And this is a poster. A mini poster. It says sardines on the bottom of it. Yeah, it's like a mini poster. Not like a poster, like more like a print. Double-sided. This is the one side with Valvatore's face, and it says sardines. And then this is the front side, I guess. And yeah, this has the other characters on it. Fuka, Fenric, Desco, I believe her name is. And a couple other characters. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's like a print thing here. Let me just fold this back up. Okay, so we got that. What is this? This is just one of those licensing things. Look what we got here. The case is reversible. Ooh, I'm liking that. This case is reversible. Look at that, folks. Look at that. That's the reverse side of the case, front and back. Gotta say, I'm really liking that. I think I'm actually going to use it. So, let's do that. Let's do that right now. Let's get this bad boy in here. Almost. Come on. Alright, we got it. Alright, we got it. Alright. Gotta agree. That looks better. Of course, now the information isn't on the back of the case anymore, but who really cares about that? This looks better. Of course, it doesn't say a Promise of Sardines edition, but I don't really care. And then this, of course, is your disc right here. And there you have it. This is something, man. This is pretty cool. So let me see if I can get this back in the plastic. This was like this. So this is, I like it. Now let's cut to some gameplay while I get into the news portion of this podcast. Complete Plus Hellraising / A Promise of Sardines edition. Technically, street date for this is actually tomorrow, but I got it today, so if anybody else who has pre-ordered as well, maybe you got lucky and you also got yours early. That's pretty badass. Let's put this stuff back in here now. This goes like this. Alright, it's now if I put everything back in here the way it was, I won't fit the coaster, I don't think. So the book goes in like this. Put that in there. And then the CD was in here. Like so. Put that bad boy in there. And the game was behind it. And there you have it. And like I said, there is no room for the coaster. So what I'm going to do is, actually there will be room for my coaster because obviously I'm going to have the game out of the box. Naturally. Wouldn't be able to play it otherwise. So we're going to put this back in here. Back in the little sleeve. And we will have room for the coaster right in the front, I think. Can you get it in there? No? How about in the back? Yes, it will fit in the back. There you have it. Well, guys, that was Disgaea 4 Complete Plus Hell-Raising Edition, PlayStation 4. Alright, so let's jump into the news here, and the first thing I'm going to go over is a new Pokemon Go feature for 2020, and I'm going over this first because it's the first thing on my browser here. So Pokemon Go to release a new Go Battle League feature in early 2020. Niantic shared an update on the upcoming battle feature for Pokemon Go called Battle League, set to arrive early 2020. The feature will have players walk to earn entry into the Go Battle League. Battling has been a core part of Pokemon since the very beginning. We're excited to announce the development of a feature that will build upon trainer battles. This is a statement from Niantic, by the way. The current form of player versus player battling that exists within Pokemon Go. This feature will be called Go Battle League. Like many Pokemon Go features, Go Battle League will encourage players to get out and explore the world with Pokemon. Trainers will be able to walk in order to earn entry into the Go Battle League. Then battle opponents from around the globe through an online matchmaking system and rise through the ranks of the league. We hope the feature will make the Pokemon Go battling experience more competitive and accessible to more trainers. Go Battle League slated for early 2020. I mean, not many people are playing Pokemon Go anymore that I know of. People are getting less excited about it as time goes by. I don't know. I don't really know if this is going to do much. I'm not going to lie. I really don't. I mean, people still go out shiny hunting, but I do know some people that have dropped off in the past year or so from even playing the game, and they rarely play the game at all anymore. The battling system in this game is kind of meh. It's certainly bare bones, to say the least. It's certainly something new to add to the game, but I don't think it's going to do much of anything to draw more people back into playing it or to get more people playing it. But, yeah, I'll definitely check it out when it first comes out, but I don't think I'll be doing much with this. Hatsune Miku Project Megamix has a nice new feature, or added feature, I should say. Hatsune Miku Project Megamix will allow players to swap back from the A, B, X, and Y symbols to the PlayStation icons. This fact was discovered by a tweet from August when the game was first showcased during the Magical Mirai 2019. Back in August, Twitter user at Yasyuba, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, Yasyuba, uploaded a photo from the instruction manual that were included with the demo unit, showing that the symbols can be customized between Nintendo's options and the PlayStation symbols, X, square, triangle, circle. So that's pretty cool. That said, the PlayStation symbols are labeled as arcade, as the arcade game also used the same symbols for their buttons. The game will release in Japan on February 13th, 2020. The game releases in the West in 2020, later down the line for the Switch. The 10 additional songs coming to Megamix will be added to Project Diva Future Tone as an additional DLC paid DLC later on. So there are 91. So there are 91 songs from past games that are coming back to this game. So let's take a look at some of those. Okay, so the list of songs that are some of them that are coming back, the ones that stand out to me. Acute is coming back. Unhappy Refrain. Weekender Girl, that's a pretty good song. What else here? Cat Food, I like that one too. That's a good one. Let's see. Sadistic Music Factory. Shake It. Gemini. Sweet Magic. Sweet Devil. Snowman. Die. That was a Lucas song, if I remember correctly. Tell Your World. Tengaku. That's a really good one. I like that one a lot. Tokyo Teddy Bear. La 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 la. Fireflower. I recognize that one. Black Rock Shooter. Freely Tomorrow. That's another good one. Let's see, what else we got here? Melt, I recognize that one. Remote Control, Rolling Girl, Romeo to Cinderella, World's End Dance Hall, and World Is Mine. Those are just some of the ones that are coming to the game that are returning songs. Some of my favorites have been left off the list, like What Do You Mean? That's one of my favorites. Lee Van Polka. Seemingly not returning, but who knows? Maybe they'll come back as DLC. That'd be pretty cool. But the fact that you can change the symbols so you don't have to get used to different symbols is pretty cool. Though it might be a little confusing at first, because if you're playing on the Switch, obviously, you're going to think pressing X would be B button, square would be the Y button, circle would be the A button, and triangle would be the X button. So it would be a little confusing at first, but it's nothing that you can't get the hang of, I don't think. Sounds pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to that game. It's on my list, definitely for next year. What we got here? Alright, Steam introduces remote play feature into beta. Steam added a new feature into their into beta that allows players to join local co-op and split-screen games online. According to Steam, the feature can connect up to 4 or more in ideal conditions players together. I hate when people type things in that break up a sentence in parentheses. According to Steam, the feature can connect up to 4 players or more in ideal conditions, with only the host needing to own the game. Meanwhile, the others connect via Steam Remote Play streaming. I'm sure you'll have to have pretty good internet for this. The feature is available by joining Steam Beta and launching a local multiplayer game. You then click Remote Play Together from your friends list and play together. Their controller will act as if they are plugged into your PC, and video audio input and voice will be shared between players. That's pretty neat. Kind of wonder why Steam never got into that a long time ago. You know, since PlayStation has SharePlay and all that. Kind of surprised they haven't done this sooner, but that's pretty cool. So, let's say like I launch Killer Instinct on my PC, and I want to play with somebody who doesn't have the game. I could share the game with them, and they could stream it, and we can play. That's pretty cool. That's something that would get me a little bit more into PC gaming, but I don't know. I'm just more of a console gamer. I just find console gaming so much easier. But that is a really cool feature, but I'm surprised that they haven't gotten to it sooner. Disgaea RPG has returned from maintenance. Back in July, Nippon Ichi Software and ForwardWorks announced that they would be launching a test version of Disgaea RPG on smartphones ahead of its official relaunch this November. And the details were revealed regarding the launch test. The launch test is in order to test server stress so that the real launch will go smoothly, because last time it was an absolute disaster. And it's set to take place between 3 p.m. Japan time on Halloween to 3 p.m. Japan time on November 3rd. That's 11 p.m. Pacific on October 30th to 11 p.m. Pacific time November 2nd, not October 2nd, guys. November 2nd. Additionally, Japanese news outlets like 4Gamer have been able to play the game and release screenshots for pre-release, blah, blah, blah. I hope this comes to the West. I really want this to come to the West. Please come to the West. I'd be disappointed if this stays in Japan. Disgaea RPG launches iOS and Android Japan 2019. The launch test version lasts, as I said, from Halloween to November 3rd in Japan. No word so far as to whether or not this game will come to the West, but it's not the first game I've played in Japanese on my phone. So if I really want to play this on my phone, if it doesn't come to the West, I guess I'll be doing that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Tekken 7 13th DLC adds frame data display, expanded practice mode, and Katsuhiro Hirata costume set. Katsuhiro Hirata, of course, Mr. Hirata, Mr. Tekken himself, has a suit and costume set in the game now. Tekken 7 Season Pass 3's DLC 13 adds a few new features that come in handy for players looking to up their game, with frame data display and expanded practice feature, and Kaz Hirata costume set. Frame data display with players can fine-tune practice, along with expanded practice mode features that enables players to practice simple combos and learn punish moves to use against enemies. And then, of course, the suit and tie costume is also going to be available. So that's pretty cool. The practice mode stuff I kind of don't care about, but yeah, it's cool for people that want to get much more in depth with the game. Physical versions of Panzer Dragoon Remake have been confirmed to be released. When it comes to getting a copy of Panzer Dragoon for the Switch, the remake, people are going to have options. After conducting a Twitter poll on October 17th, that overwhelmingly showed people would be interested in physical copies. Forever Entertainment confirmed that it will be an option for the fans. The official tweet confirming Panzer Dragoon Remake physical copies don't offer any additional details. It only noted that people should keep an eye on social media for further announcements. It is unknown if it would launch alongside the digital copy, which is expected to arrive in the eShop in 2019. Well, 2019 is just about over. If it would appear sometime later. So they can release a physical version all they want, but they can go the Blizzard route, release a physical empty case with no game data chip, as I call them. I don't call them cartridges or cards. I call them chips, because that's what they look like. Computer chips. They could do what Blizzard did and release physical copies for an empty case with a download code, which I really hope they don't do that. Or they can do the right thing and have a actual physical copy with case and game obviously inside the case. I don't like companies that do a physical release to only release an empty case and then say, hey, guess what? You bought the game and here's your case, but you still got to download the game online anyways. That's kind of pointless. Really stupid if you ask me. If you're going to make a case, you might as well just make the damn cartridge too. Or the chip, as I call them. Don't be a Blizzard. Just don't do that, okay? Just don't. Next, Square Enix is hiring for HD development of Kingdom Hearts series. The job listing has openings for the following options. UI designer, technical artist, and effects designer. No info is shared other than the recruitment being for a new HD development of the series. So there you go. Not much news with that, but anybody who could possibly what's the word I'm looking for here? Anybody who possibly meets the standards or the requirements for these jobs, you can possibly work for Square Enix and work on the beloved cult classic that is the Kingdom Hearts series. I have yet to get into the series. I don't think I'm going to because I really don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Since the games have been out now for well over 15 years, and I don't even know where to start when it comes to those games. So I think I'll just continue not to play them. Sounds like a safe bet to me. And finally, folks, for this week, The Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed. Shocker. Last month, Sony held a state of play, I said that backwards, live stream in order to reveal the return of Joel and a February 21st, 2020 release date. However, the game has now been announced to be delayed until May 29th, 2020. So that's a little over 3 months. The confirmation came from the official PlayStation blog, where The Last of Us Part 2 director Neil Druckmann revealed that the game simply needs more time to bring it up to quality. While they were closing out sections of the game, it was a choice between compromise and delay, so they went with the delay in order to bring up quality while reducing development team stress. Seems to be the reason with pretty much every delay these days. They released a statement saying, and I quote, "While we're relieved that we won't have to compromise our vision," wrote Druckmann, "we're disappointed that we weren't able to avoid this exact situation. We wish we could have foreseen the amount of polish we needed, but the size and scope of this game got the better of us. We hate disappointing our fans, and for that we're sorry." End quote. Last month, we got a slight idea of how big the scope of the sequel is, as the game is going to come on 2 Blu-ray oh my god, that game is ginormous. The game is going to be shipped on 2 Blu-ray gaming discs, as it couldn't possibly fit on one. Additionally, the multiplayer was cut out in order to focus on single-player story. So the multiplayer was scratched from the game. It's going to be released on 2 discs, which means this game is going to be over 100 gigs easy. And the game was delayed by 98 days. Well, not 98 days exactly, but it's been delayed by over 90 days. And the game will now release about 6 months before the PS5 does. So, as I always say with game delays, just be patient. I'd rather a company release a working game, 2K, WWE games, I'm talking to you people, should be ashamed of yourselves for releasing a busted-ass game such as WWE 2K20. That is appalling. Absolutely appalling. Can't believe that shit. Anyways, it's always better to have a more refined game at release over anything else. Honestly, I'm interested in this second game. I did not play the first one. My brother has the first one. So I'm gonna maybe play that one and then consider getting the second one, or at least playing it. So with that being said, guys, this has been the Game Corner Podcast, episode 39. Thanks for watching, and again, please check out Extra Life 2019. My live stream again begins November 2nd, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 12 p.m. Pacific Time, 2 p.m. Central Time, and if you need to look up the time zone in your area, please do so, because I am not very good at time zones. I only know those few. So that's all I gotta say, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, my name is The Rose, and I'll catch your ass down the road.